We begin tonight here in Toronto, where the city's top police officer is stepping down after nearly 4 decades of service. Mark Saunders' term as chief was not due to end until next year, but he made a surprise announcement this afternoon. He says he will leave the service at the end of July after 5 years as chief. His announcement comes, of course, amid massive discussions across North America about reforming or even defunding police departments, and amid protests in many cities sparked by the death of an unarmed black man in Minneapolis at the hands of police. The CBC's Lauren Pelly was just outside of Toronto Police Headquarters. She has more on today's announcement.
In some ways, this was quite unexpected news today, given that Chief Saunders had already extended his contract till next spring, almost a year down the line. And the move comes amid quite big unrest in the city and major questions over the future of policing in Toronto and beyond.
It is not with a heavy heart that effective July 31st of this year, I will relinquish my seat as Chief of Police of the Toronto Police Service.
A sudden announcement from the man who's been Toronto's chief of police for the last 5 years. Mark Saunders took the reins from Bill Blair in 2015, becoming Toronto's first black chief. He also inherited controversy over carding and racial profiling. Now Saunders is leaving amid huge public outcry over police brutality and anti-black racism. Just days ago, he joined protesters in taking a knee.
Right now, there's healing. That healing has to be done. But after that healing, there has to be action.
Great, you don't have a fever. His departure also comes as the city remains in the grip of COVID-19.
This is the first in recent memory in this police service that a chief has stepped down.
There is no way that I was going to leave this organization unless I knew that I was satisfied that the men and women of this organization were in a safe spot, and we're there now for that.
Saunders has been with the force for close to 4 decades, facing multiple public challenges as chief.
We cannot let this evening go without historic acknowledgement.
In 2016, an apology for the 1980s bathhouse raids.
It's not a serial killer based on the evidence.
A year later, emerging evidence of a predator in the gay village and eventual accusations that police bungled the Bruce McArthur case. Saunders also oversaw the force during a tumultuous 2018, from the Yonge Street van attack to the deadly Danforth shooting rampage.
And this is a very difficult and challenging job anytime. But he has led those men and women for the last 5 years, working to modernize the police service and to establish community-focused policing.
Now, as calls grow to defund police, Toronto's City Council could also be considering cutting millions from the force's budget. Community advocate Paul Bailey says the next chief has to forge a new course.
Where are we at in this city? We need, somebody who understands, particular issues around anti-black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, and working with folks from the LGBTQ community. It's important that we have a chief that, is a community builder.
Now, in terms of the timing for all of this, why Chief Saunders is retiring now amid such a critical time for the force, he only talked about wanting to spend more time with his family. What is clear is whoever replaces him will face some major hurdles right from the beginning. Back to you.